Welcome to CoachTrick, the home of amazing and inspiring tutorials. Today, we're going to be exploring the secrets to one of those tricks that can be described as simply brilliant and brilliantly simple. Picture this. From a shuffled deck, a spectator memorizes one of 10 cards and its position in the pack. Following a swift process of elimination, the magician is left with just a single card, the very one the spectator chose. This is an incredible effect, and best of all, it's entirely self-working, requires no setup, and can be performed with a shuffled deck. Join me as I take you through a step-by-step tutorial. And as ever, remember to stick around until the end for the usual inspiring message. Okay, let's jump in to the magic. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, as ever, let's kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself. This is going to be a demonstration of the power of fate. And you can begin by giving the deck a shuffle, and you can shuffle the deck as much as you like. The cards really are mixed. Now, we don't need all of the cards for this trick. We just need a few so that we're not here all year. So you're just going to deal a few cards from the top of the deck. That should do just about there. And you can place the rest of the deck aside. These are the cards that we're going to use. Now, to make sure things really are as random as possible, you can now take this pack and you can give this pack a shuffle also. Once that's done, you're going to spread the cards on the table in order to get a spectator's selection. You're going to turn away so you can't see what's going on, and you're simply going to ask the spectator to select a card, any card, and to take that card and to take a look at it and remember it. So in this instance, we can see it's the King of Spades. And then you're going to ask them to return the card wherever they like into the pack, but to remember the position where they return it, counting from their left. So let's say they return the card just here, counting from their left, that's 1, 2, 3, that's the fourth card. Ask them to silently note that position and then to gather the cards up into a single packet. At this point, you're going to turn back around, and there's no way that you can now know what the selected card is or where that card is in the pack. But to make things even more random, you're going to take the pack and you're going to mix up the cards a little bit. So the first thing you're going to do is just cut some cards from the top. So the pack into two like so, and then place some cards from the top onto the bottom. And for another cut, you're going to ask the spectator to name the position of their card. So remember the position from the left that they counted. In this instance, they'll say the number 4. So you're simply going to count off another 4 cards and place those on the bottom of the pack also. Now things are really starting to get mixed up, but we want to mix things up even more. So you're now going to take the pack and you're going to conduct a series of cuts and deals. You're going to cut a card from the top to the bottom and then deal a card from the top to the table. And you're going to continue that cutting and dealing like so. So that's one from the top to the bottom and then one to the table. And you're going to continue this process of cutting and dealing until you're down to the very last card. And we can see that's this card just here. At this point, you can remind the spectator that they selected a card from a shuffled pack. They could have selected any card and they returned it to any position that they wanted. Following a series of mixing the cards with cuts and deals, we're now left with one single card. For the first time, ask the spectator to reveal the value of their card. It was the King of Spades, and now you can reveal the miracle that the final card right here is indeed the King of Spades. Is it fate or is it magic? Either way, it's super simple to perform, so stick around because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this great little revelation. The brilliant thing is that this is entirely self-working. So basically you just need to replicate the steps from the trick, but there are just a few important pointers. The first is that for this trick you need to use 10 cards. So as you deal off cards from the top of the deck at the beginning, you're making it look random and you're not drawing attention to the number, but you just need to make sure that you end up with 10 cards in your pack here. Let's assume the spectator has already selected their card and returned it to the pack, and their card was the Jack of Hearts, and the position of that card is the 6th card in. For the 2 cuts that you're now going to make to the pack, you simply need to make sure that you retain the order of the top cards as you place them onto the bottom. So for the first cut, you're going to take 5 cards from the top, and in the same order, just place those onto the bottom. And for the second cut, you're going to do the same using the position of the card. So in this instance, we know it's position number 6. So simply take 6 cards, again, retaining the order, and then just place those onto the bottom. For the final series of cuts and deals, you just need to make sure that the first thing you do is to cut a card from the top to the bottom, and then deal a card from the top to the table. And you just need to repeat that process until you're down to a single card. Follow those steps and the final card you end up with will always be the spectator's card. In this instance, the Jack of Hearts. I think this really is brilliantly simple. Shuffled packs, random selections, lots of cuts, lots of deals, and you'll always end up with the spectator's card. Take this one, practice it, go out there, perform it, and of course, above all else, have fun. And there you have it, another amazing card trick that I'm sure you're going to love performing. As we wrap up, remember these powerful words. Believe that success is the only option. Just like in this trick, where every move leads to the inevitable reveal, trust in your own journey towards success. Keep pushing forward, and there's no telling what you can achieve. Thanks for joining me today on this magical journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing and inspiring tutorials. Until next time, keep the magic alive and take care.